We'll be live in a few seconds, folks. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Let's get this thing redirected. Let's post the links for everybody. Go. There we go. Got to go here, put my video on. Say good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody. Jeez, look how purple I am today. It's like purple rain in here. It's share. Let's get that going on here. And we are good to go. All right. A couple of little operations we have to do, and then we're good to go. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Let me just fix my camera. I hate this pet peeve I have. Let's see. All right. Hopefully that'll put me a little bit higher up. I don't like the headspace. I'm a perfectionist. Good morning, Omar, Ed, Daryl, Eagle Beagle. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. I hope you're doing well this morning. Thank you for that nice email yesterday. Wade, Wayne, Tom, Dennis, Ben, Cam is in the house. Ivano, Zen Master, Dr. Serena, my actuary, Dave, Richard, Roddy, Carrie, Kenneth, Infinitely, the sassy trainers here. Edward, Penny, good morning, Penny. Thank you for that nice email. Rick, good to see you. Good to see you. Thomas, Art, um, Michael, Tim, Pat, Martin, Timothy, Lucy, Delbert, Deanna, Richard. Good morning, Richard. Eddie, Dom, Mark, Jill, good morning. Ray, good morning. Rick, good morning. Duzzy, good morning. Richard, David, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a very nice Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday already. Jeez Louise. Kirk, thank you for that nice email. Yeah, Dr. Serena, it's a hot day today. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Ali, good morning. Hope you're doing well, Ali. Hope you're doing well. Claire, good morning. Ray, good morning. Rice, good morning. All right, we got everybody here. Let me just put good morning to everybody, everyone. And I think today is a good morning because, man, oh man, look at the futures. Woo! Talk about holy moly, right? Good morning, Todd. Good morning, Chad. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think we'll have a pretty packed house today. We have a lot to talk about today. Karen, there's Karen. Good morning, Karen. Let's get Moondog. I hope Moondog's okay. I haven't seen him yet. For all of you who are joining me here right now, thank you. I want to say thank you. Also, don't forget Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Somebody just sent me an email. How do we do this? How do we do that? I'm like, you got to go visit Cam. Cam is the man with the plan. All right. Andrew, good morning. Rosalind, good morning. Jesse, good morning. Sandra, how are you today? So, customer service live from 10 to 1. And also, I will be having a class tomorrow. This is a world premiere. Gaston, good morning. It's a world exclusive premiere. It's happening tomorrow morning, it's happening at noon tomorrow. Don't miss out. It's the first time I'm doing this. We're going to be talking about the win both ways trade, the AKA VWAP pinch, which I've been showing you every day. It's very, very cool. Angie, good morning. Armolfo, good morning. Good morning, 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 everybody. All right, all right. Let's begin. We do have a lot to talk about today. We really do. So, you too, Wesley. You too. So, as you guys can see, Nasdaq is up 300 points. That's equivalent to the Dow Jones being up about 600 points in the morning. I mean, obviously, nothing is random right now. The S&P's up, Nasdaq is up, the Dow's up, the Russell's up. We all know why and what. Now, folks, let me try this again. Micron had earnings. Micron earnings were really, really good. They were really, really solid. Okay. But what was it about Micron that was really, really great? Okay. What was it about Micron? And by the way, Micron is now above this trend line. This is the trend line that I was hoping it would pass, and it's now above that trend line. But what happened with what was the key to Micron being up 16% this morning? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Good morning, John. Terrence, good. Yes, yes, they upgraded themselves. Yes, Penny and Richard, you're welcome. Guidance, guidance, guidance. Folks, remember this stock right here, Zeta? And again, I'm not trying to, pat myself in the back. That's not the point of this. Remember right here, it got revised. They revised themselves higher right here, right here. And what happened? Micron gave themselves a revision. Now, it happens, yes, they rated their own projections. Pat, it's called a guidance. They upgraded themselves. They gave themselves an upgrade. Steven is in the house. Shen is in the house. Hedva, good morning. Good morning, Hedva. JJ's in the house. They upgraded themselves. I've said this before a few times, and I'm going to say it again. There is no bigger catalyst for a company than upgrading themselves. There is no better upgrade for a company than upgrading themselves. Okay? Yeah, it is a great stock. So again, this is important, and it's really important for the semiconductor sector. Now, remember, you and I, all of us together, we were doing a social experiment. And this social experiment has been lasting. Let's see how long the social experiment has been lasting for. Let's see here. I guess since somewhere right here. So let's see. We've been doing the social experiment now for over 2 months. Okay. Nice, Dr. Serena. Keep us posted. Hey, Harry, how are you? Good to see you. Dan, I don't do Tilray options. Steve, good morning to you too. Yeah, so let's do our social experiment. Nothing will happen with SPY and QQQ till SMH breaks out. SMH broke out, and it's above this Michigaz right here. We're now all the way up here. We're now past this trend line. Did we break out of this trend line cleanly? Oh, we sure as hell did. So what happened to QQQ? Did we break out on the QQQ? And what happened on the SPY? How did my social experiment come to fruition for those who have been here since August? Nothing will happen until the SMH breaks out. What happened with the SMH? Now, how many days in a row have I been telling you guys this? We finally cleanly broke below this trend line, above this trend line. We are now in an uptrend. Now, we want confirmation. Confirmation's at 265. Roger, you're still not going to be buying chip stocks? No, but there's plenty of other tech stocks to buy. Why not wait for tech to be above 260, chips to be above 265? Once they're there, you'll have a very good confirmation that we're going to be making a new high. Manuel, I've been saying that now every day for almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. Cam, do you remember the day that I said it the first time when SMH was like right around here somewhere, and I said nothing good's going to happen till this breaks out. You guys remember all that? God knows I've been saying it every day. Yeah, you've been telling us nothing good will happen. Remember I told you the linchpin to all of this is SMH. If SMH doesn't break out, nothing will happen with the QQQ. And if nothing will happen to the QQQ, nothing will happen with the SPY. So look at the SPY. What have we been doing on the SPY? When did we finally break out? Thank you, Richard. See, look at this day. What was this day? 9/19. Let's look at 9/19. I'm not playing around here. I'm totally serious. You said it so many times over the last few months. Exactly. Right here, 9/19. 9/19, we broke out. We broke out on the SPY. We broke out here. Do you see how everything is interrelated? Do you guys see how when you're watching just one sector or you're just watching one stock? Do you see how a stock in SMH has an impact on General Motors or GE that has nothing to do with anything because the S&P comes up higher. Oh, that's funny, Rick. That's good. I like that. Thank you for that. That's very nice of you. Very kind of you. But again, it's not because we're so brilliant. It's not because we're so smart. It's because it's because that's just how things work, and they always will work this way, and nothing will ever change that. Let me just. All right. Good morning, Scampy. Oh, Kirk, that's not good. Yeah, John. Now John brought up a very, very good point. John brought up a very good point. John, let me talk about that for a second because you brought up a very good point. John says interesting that it was not Nvidia but Micron. It is interesting. He's absolutely right. Isn't it interesting? And Micron's not really like you've got Nvidia, you've got AMD, you've got Intel, you've got a couple of others, and then you've got Micron. I can't say Micron's one of the smallest ones, but it's definitely not the biggest one. But Micron holds the key to something. Micron is, you see, there's a lot of chip companies, but there are very few manufacturers. Micron happens to be the manufacturer. Also, and John, listen carefully. This is what I was trying to talk about yesterday. I wish I could show you guys this. I can't seem to find it. I saw a graph of all the earnings estimates a few days ago, just a few days ago. And I saw all the big names for all the, just imagine you're seeing all the names for all the tech chip stocks. And they had their earnings estimates. And you had Qualcomm and Intel in the middle. Nvidia was near the first place, but Micron was all the way up to the right. In other words, their expectations were the highest. So it was really important for Micron to do better than expected. It was very important because their expectations were so high. And John, I did mention that yesterday a few times that Micron is all the way on the right side of the scale. Their expectations were, I was surprised to see that. So what you're saying is actually really interesting from somebody like me who likes to get really deep into all of this stuff. Yes, I agree with you. It is interesting, but not unexpected. Regeneron said, in a few stocks we have taken bearish positions. Should we hold on to them? Regeneron, I will update you. I will update you. I will update you. And you can always send me an email. Every stock is different. There may be some short stocks we don't want to hold, and there may be some short stocks we do want to hold. Now, uh, now, Moondog is in the house. There it is. Moondog, you are here. Good, good. I'm glad. That makes me happy. I'm always happy to see your name pop up here. So there was something else that somebody just said that I want to talk about real quick. So yeah, Regeneron, it depends on the program. It depends on the program, and we will update you today on all of that. I promise you, we will. Matt does the updates, and I have to give him a couple of extra. It's hard to get Matt to talk. He's good at doing stuff, but he's not good at communicating. So I'm trying to get him to communicate better with you guys. So to not to belabor this point, but this is very, very good. Yes, Manuel, this is very good for all chip stocks. What I'm really happy about is that SMH is already trading above this level here. Remember I said there's a lot of stuff here and we're already above that level, which means even if we break down today and the high is made at the morning, it means we still broke out above that level. Okay? All right. Now, that's number one. There was something else I wanted to say. Now, a few of you took positions in Micron and SMH and you didn't listen to me. But you see what Richard just wrote? He did it as a gamble. He itemized it as a gamble. He didn't do it. He didn't try to trick himself into thinking it wasn't a gamble. It's okay to gamble. It's okay to do all that stuff. It's okay to buy SMH below 265 as long as you write it in your memoir as this is a gamble. This is a lottery ticket. This is not trading according to trading. This is like me going to 7-Eleven and buying some lottery tickets. That's okay. That's having fun. if you have a $50,000 account and you want to buy two option contracts on Micron, God bless you. But don't but treat it as a gamble. Identify it as a gamble. Label it as a gamble. Separate it from your account. That way your mind will not trick you into thinking that's your normal way of trading. Because Richard, trust me, the subconscious is very, very powerful. Okay. So it's okay. Hey, Rochelle, good morning. So it is perfectly okay to do that. If you say, hey, like I say, hey guys, if you want to gamble on this, that's fine. It's just identified as a gamble. Call it a gamble and be done with it. Don't try to rationalize it to your wife that you took a rational trade in Micron because you knew something. You didn't know anything. You were gambling. That's great. You identify it and you move on. That's okay, Richard. That's okay. That's okay, as long as you use the word gambled. Gambling is not trading. I am here to teach you to trade. If you guys want to gamble, knock yourselves out. I'm not going to stop you, and I'm not going to discourage you from doing it either. As long as you say, "Hey, I gambled on this." If you want to do something crazy, just say I gambled, and then I won't be tough on you because you gambled. And gambling is gambling. That's what it is. I am not here to teach you how to gamble. I'm here to teach you how to not to gamble. It doesn't mean you can't gamble. My wife loves to gamble her $20 every time she goes to Las Vegas. God bless her. Okay? It does, Francis. It does. It does. You don't understand how much of an impact your subconscious has to do with all of this. Okay. So indices are very, very strong this morning. We have the GDP report, which means we're not out of the woods yet, folks. Now, we have durable goods and GDP. This is going to be a revised GDP. I have my real-time quotes here ready to go for all of us. It's okay. Listen, guys, as long as you rationalize it the right way and don't lie to yourself. I mean, people lie to themselves. Oh, I made this much money on Micron because I knew it was going. No, you didn't know shit. You didn't know shit. You took a gamble. Just call it a gamble and that's it. It was fun. It's okay to gamble. It's okay. It's legal. But separate trading and gambling. Okay? Trading and gambling are not the same, okay? If you guys see how I trade the pit, that's trading. That's real trading. Grinding trade. Very different from gambling. Okay. So we have GDP today. Let's just quickly look at it. It's going to be a revision. We only care about these are going to be important reports, but they're going to be revisions. So I don't think these numbers are going to be as significant as they would be. And I also don't think that these numbers are going to impact this rally we're seeing in Micron. But again, if the numbers are really, really bad, they could potentially. Although I would say it would impact blue chips. And one of the things I'm not happy about is the fact that last 2 days, blue chips have been cooling off at the expense of tech stocks. What I'd prefer to see is a broad rally. It's very hard for me personally, me. I'm talking about myself. It's very hard for me to gauge markets when you have the Nasdaq up 100 points and the Dow's down 100 points because you don't have that. You don't have a natural rhythm to the market because you have ETFs. These ETFs have both stocks. So some of them are going up and some of them are going down, and that creates this. And it's very hard to trade when the market is doing this, which is what it was doing yesterday. So my point here is that it's much nicer and cleaner to trade when everything is moving in the same direction. Maybe not as much, but in the same direction. All right. And don't forget, Customer Service Live from 10 to 1 p.m. Cam and Gustavo show. Jobless claims is going to be interesting. It'll be a nothing burger like it usually is. But we do have these three reports and they're coming soon. And I will be live with you going through these reports in real time. Okay? In real time. So we will be doing that this morning. Tomorrow is the big report. And what I would love to see is a 1-2 punch where we don't fill the gap. We move higher. These reports give us more wiggle room. And then tomorrow we really just go crazy. Now, what are the odds of this report, this report, this report, and this report all being bullish? Probably not so good. But Remember, the Fed took a lot of wind out of this market in terms of uncertainty with them with the 0.50. So I think as long as the data is semi okay, I think we will move higher based on this. Uh, and especially one of the factors that I'm really loving right now is we're getting a lot of tailwind from China. I wanted to show you. I promised that I would start showing you this every single day. This is China. Look at Chinese indexes. This is Chinese large cap stocks. Again, totally delayed reaction. Look at where they at right now. This is very positive for global economy. So I'm not just bullish because of US. I'm also bullish because of China. China's giving us that tailwind. Okay. All right. Um, Gold. I still like gold. I told you that I'm pretty bullish on gold. I I think gold is still good. I don't think it's smart to initiate new positions on gold because I think a lot of the market cap is going to be moving back into traditional tech stocks, maybe chip stocks. Not suggesting you do, but market cap is going to be moving away from metals and things like that. The fact that Chinese economy is getting better is really good for gold, and that's one of the reasons gold is bullish. But again, I would prefer you guys buy it when it comes back down to the 8-day EMA. If you are currently long gold, you could stay long gold. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a gold stock today that I like. I had one come up on my radar today. But and if you aren't long gold yet, but you really want to get long gold, go in half position size and then add when we're right here. Now, am I telling you to average down? No, no, no. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is I believe gold will be in an uptrend for a while. So if you really feel the need to buy, just buy a little bit right now and buy a little more at the 8-day. Don't buy more after it goes below the 8-day, but as long as it's above the 8-day, you can nibble on it a little bit, okay? My suggestion would be is just stay long gold stocks if you're long gold stocks, or maybe just give yourself a little exposure, but don't go crazy with gold. Because if technology is going to starting to come back up, you're going to see choppiness and you're going to see this type of trading action in gold. And you're not necessarily going to lose a lot of money, but you're not going to make a lot of money. Regeneron said Chinese stocks suffered 3 years after COVID. My holdings are down by 30%. Good that they're recovering. I hope these Chinese stocks bullish trend continues to recover from our losses. Yeah, it would be great. It would be really good, Regeneron. It would be really good for global economy. So let me just share something interesting with you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Regeneron. So for the last 4 years, China has been in a deflationary economy. US has been in an inflationary economy. They have been offsetting each other. Now, China's starting to get back into inflationary environment and US is starting to cool off on inflation. So you saw this over the last 4 years, and now you're starting to see more of this, which is very positive. But I just wanted to, yes, it's the top 500, top 50 Chinese stocks. So Regeneron, so what you're seeing is a lot more of this, which I think is interesting. It would be very dangerous if you saw China do this and US do this, which we may see if our economy doesn't go well. Because if China starts improving and if our inflation doesn't go south, oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be more pressure on US. So Regeneron, what you're seeing is very positive, but it only works. It will only continue working if US and China continue doing that, okay? If they don't continue doing that, it's not going to be good. Uh, Rebecca says, hopefully after Micron, we won't be a day behind the market anymore. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. I feel like, remember what I told you yesterday? I feel like we're watching a foreign movie, and I feel like there's like a little lag. It happens to my cable sometimes, to my apps. Like I'll watch Peacock, and like after 2 hours, I'll have to restart my TV because the voice will be moving slower than the video. So I feel like the market's been doing that last few days. Hey, Mazen, hello there. Look at that. We got over 406 people. Love it. Love it. Love it. Don't forget, Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show. I'm going live for a world premiere tomorrow, and I'll be in I will be in the VIP room at 11. By the way, I will be at in the Cam and Gustavo show today. I think at 11:30, or noon or something like that. So I'll be there today as well. People, please avoid boar's head cold cuts. Oh wow, woo! That's like my favorite sandwiches. I got to tell my son Rick because he buys those sandwiches all the time at Publix. He's a sandwich. He's addicted to Publix sandwiches. So gold, I still like gold. Crude oil. Remember, I told you we're getting close to a breakdown, and I told you guys to wait till we're below this area. Well, guess what? We're now below this area, and I have two energy stocks on my list. I will. I'll tell him too. Thank you, Rick, for that. I'll tell him that. I'm going to tell him that right after we get off here. Hmm. So right here, see that? So if we break down more, we're going to go lower. So I'm now starting to get bearish again on energy stocks, and I've got a couple for you today. Don't go nowhere. I got a couple for you today, and it's also an A line. But yeah, I think energies are going to be cooling off a little bit, especially if Chinese economy and U.S. economy improves. Energy stocks will be cooling off for sure. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the factory, but I didn't hear about 10th person dying. Omar says it's called lapsing in the media. There you go. Yeah, well, we've had lapsing in the market the last few days. Like we've had the cause and effects have been like one day apart. It's been really weird. Nice, Richard. You don't have to work on joining VIP. VIP is free. You join on joining the pit. The pit. So crude oil breaking down. 10-year note. Well, it looks like we were going to go break down back in the base, but it looks like we're starting to move higher. Now, this is going to be very much impacted in the next 4 minutes. Let me just pull this up here. Uh, let's keep an eye on TLT. TLT is going to be greatly impacted by the reports we're going to be having in. Uh, there you go, Liberty. Yeah, my son is a big public sandwich guy. That's like his thing. Oh, good, Richard. Good. But let me tell you, boar's head tastes so good. They're so good, right? Aren't they, isn't it? Don't they? Doesn't it taste amazing? Okay, so we're gonna get a reaction here in the next 4 minutes, and I have my screen ready to go. We're ready to go here. We're in real time. Once I had it delayed here, it was so embarrassing. But so we're ready to go. We'll see how that goes, uh, and we'll go from there. But there's going to be an impact. If this goes higher, it's good for tech. If this goes lower, it's not so good for tech. Notice volatility still inflated, still above 15, which means, and that's very, very rare, which means the market is not completely um, accepting this rally. Okay, that means the market is on high alert still. Like Clyde, you know how Clyde was on high alert. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. That's Clyde on high alert. Never underestimate Roger's trades when he swings. He was on high alert yesterday. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Not a lot of people do, but some do. One guy does. Let me repost this. Uh, love the Clyde. Yeah, there you go. So we still have some danger zone right here. And I already told you FXI is moving really sharp. So that's really good. Let's tie everything in together, and then we're going to have the report come out, right? Let me make sure I'm on the right date. Yes, I'm on the right date. Yep, Clyde's on high alert. Richard. No, we are probably not going to get any storm. If we get we are like tucked in. See, Jacksonville's really tucked in. Everything just passes by usually like this. I'll keep you guys posted, but so far we don't even have wind or rain. Right now it just looks slightly overcast. There's nothing going on here right now at all. I'm going to work today and I'll be going to work tomorrow. So, but thank you for reaching out. All right. Futures are up 1.33. We already know why, and we have a lot of Fed data coming our way in just a minute. Micron is up over 15% because they upgraded themselves. They upgraded themselves. VST, remember we held over, well, some of you held a VST overnight. It was our swing trade from the pit. It was up 6% yesterday. I wasn't expecting that, but everybody made out like a bandit. Um, we took a day trade, but the people that held it overnight were lucky and they were able to really do well on that. Um, and it also happened to be the biggest gainer. So my swing trade from the pit from the day before yesterday was the biggest gainer in the S&P 500 yesterday. Completely, I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that at all. Yeah, the panhandle. See, like Jack Carter, folks, you want to send your best wishes to Jack Carter. Jack Carter is literally right there. Like he's on the Pacific handle, and he's right there, and he's literally like right in the eye of the hurricane. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to buy a home on the South Florida because you got all the storms. Here north, it has to go through the entire Florida and then it has to get through that pocket. If you look at the map, you'll see that Jacksonville is like kind of tucked in. It has a concave area and the storms just go right past us most of the time. But thank you for your best wishes. Yes, vaboom on VST, exactly. Um, Be careful, Angie. Be careful. Uh, New home sales were down. I don't really look at month to month. This is a very small. I'm a little surprised. I thought new home sales would go higher, but I guess a lot of folks are holding out for lower rates right now. Um, oh God, ugh, terrible, terrible, terror. Oh, he's still in Colorado. Good. Well, his house and his wife. So Kugler stated on Wednesday she strongly supports their last interest rate decision. Additional rate cuts to continue to ease as anticipated. Implement additional rate cuts if inflation continues to ease. Again, they're just saying opposite. Labor market remains resilient, but FOMC now needs to balance its focus so we can continue making progress on disinflation while avoiding unnecessary pain and weakness in the economy. Folks, last time I checked, the data said that inflation is exactly where it was a year ago. All right. I'm not seeing anything yet on the bond market. I'll let you see the minute I see it. The land we bought, we built our dream home and hangar along the runway. Acala, truly in the middle of Florida, so hurricane are scrubbed over land. Exactly, exactly. Let's see what the GDP is. Yeah, 3%, 2.8. Personal consumption actually went down. It's not a bad report. That's maybe why the bond market's doing nothing. Let's see. Look at SPY here. Let's look at my different graph here. This is the one I use at work all the time. SPY. Just kind of doing its thing. Let's see. Bond market. Ooh, bonds going down. Bonds are not liking this. This is the intraday and this is the daily. So bonds are not liking this. This will put some pressure for whatever reason. This will put some pressure on the stock market. Let's look at how QQQ is doing. Mm, eh, oh, going up. So not as great. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on this. Let's see. GDP's fine. This is okay. I mean, 2.83. It's in line. It's in line. Now let's look at durable goods. Wow. Zero. Transports, but this is all month over month. Prior, all over the place. What about employment? Yeah, 218. Look how low this is. Yeah, there's no employment issues. And I never said there were. Continued claims is what they are saying the issue is. The Fed data came out on top just fine. Yeah, the Fed data came out fine. But I got to tell my son to stop eating that boar's head because he eats those things like he's like a cocaine addict with his boar's head. Loves that stuff. What the hell's going on here? Oh, here it is. Yeah, still breaking down. Oh, it's only now. Keep in mind, this is like 98.25 to this is only half a basis point. So, but I can't say that the news was really bad or anything like that. It wasn't. It wasn't. Let's see. Okay. All right. So the news was mixed. Nothing really to write home about, but the bond market is coming off right here. The bond market is going to be coming off. This is delayed a little bit. So the bond market is coming back in here, which will put pressure on blue chips. One of the reasons why blue chips have been lagging behind. As I mentioned, volatility. Let's continue with this. He's going to be delivering a pre-recorded speech. We've got Costco earnings tonight. That's going to be very important. That may give us a 1-2 punch ahead of the employment report tomorrow. GDP will stand at 3.0, exactly what it came in. Nothing really big. Durable goods are flat, better than negative 2.8. Again, this is not these are not big reports. Initial claims came in at 218,000, so nothing really crazy. Nice, Rebecca. Good to hear that. Europe is up. They like what China is doing. Delayed reaction once again. They like what Micron is doing. And they're going to be waiting for remarks from Christine Lagarde. I like Christine Lagarde. Mining and tech stocks led the gain on Thursday. Interesting combination, right? Mining and tech stocks. Like, how do you get that? Good morning, Ivan. China closed sharply higher, surpassing 3,000. You guys already saw China. They're going crazy right now. Um, Now, this is interesting. Property and consumer products stocks led gains on Thursday in a rare declaration of direct aid. This is interesting. Chinese authorities announced on Wednesday they would provide one-time cash handouts to individuals in extreme poverty ahead of the key national holiday. That's very cool. What is the implied volatility? I don't know, Dr. Serena. I'll let you know if ask me during VIP room or I'll email it to you later. Just send me an email and I'll give it to you. But I could probably tell you right now. If you give me a few minutes, I could probably tell you right now. Japan closed sharply higher today, reaching its highest level since July 31st. Semiconductor stocks led the gains. We already know that. But we're looking at strong tech. Pre-market, Starbucks, consumer discretionary is giving us a little fun. Billy got upgraded by Goldman Sachs. That's good. uh, Micron. So nothing really negative except for potentially negative news from Costco and and the bond market driving us down. But let's see how the bond market's doing right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has much follow through. I mean, when it has a 5 minute candle like this and then it stops, it just usually it's not much of a downside. All right. Avatar Adventure, Apple AI, and robots are here. Yeah, don't hold your breath. All right, let's talk technicals. Yesterday, the market cooled off a little bit. Our momentum levels went all the way from 343. They didn't increase, they decreased. They went to 88, which means there's plenty of upside, and the number of downside is now 33. So we're now entering a two-sided market, believe it or not. And today I actually had some more short stocks to show you. So momentum levels are solid. Let's look at sectors. Remember I told you a few days ago that speculative stocks, the chip stocks, the tech stocks are starting to rise at the expense of blue chips? If you look back a week ago, You would see you had home builders, retail, energy, mid caps, industrial, basic materials. Look where the Dow was. And a week before that, look where the Dow was. Right here. Now that's September 11th. And now let's look at it today, where the Dow is. And look where all the consumer staples, energy, financial, healthcare, industrial, basic material, utilities, they're all here. Look what's here. Semiconductors, cryptos, consumer discretionary, technology, QQQ. What's leading right now? Speculative stocks, tech stocks. Now, I promised you that I would stay away from semiconductors, and I did. But I never promised that I would stay away from Bitcoin, did I? I'm talking to everybody that's in the pit right now. Did I promise that I was going to stay away from Bitcoin? No, I didn't. Did I make that promise to anybody here? Never said anything about staying away from Bitcoin. Everybody who's in the pit knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. Is that correct? Good. I never said I was going to stay away from Bitcoin. All right. The stock we have now is Bitcoin, okay? Okay, good. Now let's look at what Bitcoin's doing. What is Bitcoin doing today? Does everybody who's in, does everybody, is there anybody in the pit who does not understand what I'm saying right now? Okay. All right, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. So let's talk technicals. We have a clean breakout right now. I'm concerned about the Dow Jones because if this news can impact the Dow negatively. The Dow is up right now, but the Dow is up only 0.42. 0.42. Let's see. We get it. Yes. Even Scampy understands. Okay, good. Okay, everybody understands. Ricky, you don't understand? Send me an email. If anybody doesn't understand, send me an email. Here's my email address. No, he's not speaking clear. He's just giving a pre-recorded thing. It's not going to have any impact on the market. Send me an email if you don't understand the relationship between the stock we have in the pit right now and Bitcoin. If you don't understand the relationship, send me an email. So look, the Dow's up only 0.42. NASDAQ is up 1.54. Look at the gap on NASDAQ and look at the gap on the Dow. If the Dow comes down, it's going to put pressure on the market. You guys already know that. We've been on there. Oh, okay, you understand. Okay, okay. Everybody understands. Everybody seems to understand. Okay, I figured it was pretty straightforward, but I know yesterday a lot of you were scratching your heads going, why did he do that? Why did he do that trade? Now everybody's like, yes, yes, we totally understand why you did that trade. Yes, 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 we totally get why you did that trade. All right, all right. Yes, almost the 500 club, Dr. Serena. All right. All right, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page. No, Rick, not time to take profit, time to break even and then take profit. But anyway, we have some vulnerability in the Dow. So where are the vulnerabilities right now? They're in blue chips. Are we going to be looking for cracks and foundation on chip stocks today? No, we're going to be looking for chips for cracks in the foundation on the Dow Jones because it's blue chips. Blue chips are lagging behind right now. Blue chips, blue chips are lagging behind. Bitcoin, semiconductors, technology, QQQ is in the lead once again. Rochelle, if you have any questions about it, darling, please send me an email. I'll gladly explain it to you in less than 3 words. The explanation regarding the connection between the stock that we have and cryptocurrency can be explained in 3 words. This is not a complicated answer. Okay. And for all of you who feel like you don't know what we're talking about and you're scratching your backs and you're going, this is not fair, we're not in the pit, trust me, we'll be talking about it in the next couple of days here. I promise you. I will explain to you in great detail here as soon as we're out of the trade. You're not missing out on anything. I just know that the vast majority of the people here are in the pit. All right. So, uh, S&P, we're looking at vulnerability on the Dow right now, and we're looking at vulnerability on the QQQ. I'm still really nervous because theoretically, guys, IWM is supposed to lead right now, and it's not. So I'm still not 100% sure if we have made a decision if we're going to have a soft landing or if the Fed is lowering rates in anticipation of a recession. Alan, send me an email. I don't know. I'm not going to just follow my lead. That would be the best thing to do. That's okay, RJ. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so I'm a little concerned. Vulnerabilities in the Russell. Let's talk about intraday levels, and then I'm going to get out of here so I can get some work done. Isn't that kind of funny? So I can get some work done, right? Like, what have I been doing since 7 o'clock in the morning today? You know what? I got to get Matt to do this sometimes instead of me, right? Wouldn't that be great? I could sleep in with Clyde an extra hour, but then we'd have to pay Matt per word. He cracks me up. Okay, folks, listen and listen good. All jokes aside, let's talk serious business here, not monkey business. We are at all-time highs on the S&P. This is the rate. This is where we are right now. The key level right now is 573. We don't want to go back to 573. If we go back to 573, we're going to be in danger mode. So and I can't go above because we're at an all-time high. So he's very important, John. If Matt does it, it may last 5 minutes. So the level on the SPY we're looking at, folks, is 573. Um, there's nothing to say to the upside. On the NASDAQ, on the QQQ, whew, look at that. That level right now is actually right here. And remember, I'm not sitting here with a, metric calculator making sure it's perfect. These are just ballpark figures, okay? Oh yeah, sits there and Matt is my analyst. He's like analyzing stuff for me all day long. You know what Matt is doing right now? He's analyzing every trade we've taken since January to see where we've made our mistakes, where we can improve ourselves. He's doing a deep dive right now, and we've had 77% win rate since January, but he's still analyzing, seeing what we can be doing. That's the project he's working on for me right now. So 488 is the level. If we break 488, I don't think we're going to break 488 today, but that's the level we're at right now. I don't want to give you a down level here because there's a lot of volatility and I don't want you to get scared. But basically, the level is 488. On SMH, it'll probably go into the gap a little bit and then start getting back up. But a lot of it has to do with GDP tomorrow. Remember, guys, we have this little, I mean, not GDP, we have this little report tomorrow. And we have Costco earnings. Okay. Yay, 500 views. Yay. You see how it's becoming more regular now, Dr. Serena? It'll become more and more as we get deeper into the fall. So we still have this to overcome. If Costco earnings are good, and I hope they will be, and personal income is good, we should see a nice 1-2 pop. Chips continue to go higher, by the way. Chips are going higher right now. QQQ, this is a little delayed, but looks like we're not breaking down. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're breaking down at all. Let me see TLT. Are you guys getting, this is starting to come back. Are you guys getting value out of this? Are you guys getting value out of this? I hope so. SMH, let me give you the golden level on SMH. And look, we got 500 people here and we still have 10 minutes to go. That level on SMH is right here. Again, please don't like cement this to my grave, okay? I mean, these are, rough levels. About 250 on SMH. On the Dow, I think I already gave you that level. Good, good. On the Dow, that level is right here, right there. And right here, since the Dow's not at an all-time high. So we're in the middle. And what I'll do during the day today, it's still 265, does he? I want confirmation. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Good. So right here, 422.70, 419-ish. This is where we are. What I would really like to see, guys, make a note of this for yourself. What I would really like to see here is I would like to see the Dow today, at the end of the day, I want to see the Dow break 422.71. I want to see the Dow somewhere up here. I want to see those blue chips start moving along with the tech stocks. Because as I said before, if you see a strong rally on chip stocks and then you see the Dow stocks come down, it's not going to be good. Yes, it's still 265. Nothing changed. All right. Now you have intraday levels. Let me give you stocks that I'm looking at right now. And then I'm going to go join Clyde and we're going to go on red alert. Okay. It doesn't work that way, Terrence. It's also about their forward-looking estimates. It's about how much debt they have. It's remember what happened with Target 3 years ago? They came out with good numbers, but it was not good because they weren't buying the stuff that people wanted during COVID and they were screwed. It doesn't work that way, Terrence. Terrence, what you're doing works really well on a year-to-year basis. If you want to do your type of analysis, that works really well over a long time. Short term, it just doesn't work that way. Yeah, not right now, IWM Francis. It's just not. What you need to do right now is keep your eye on the problem child. The problem child is the Dow Jones right now. The blue chips are taking a dump, and we want to make sure that they don't take a big enough dump to really impact our tech. If they're just a little softer, that's okay. But if they start breaking down, that's going to cause a problem. No, I'm not working from home today. I'm about to head to work. Let me give you stocks. Let me give you, these are breakdowns. Let me start with the breakdowns first. I am working from home, from work today. I'm going to work right now. So I told you I have a couple of shorts, right? In energies, I'm going to give you them right now. Oxy, Devon. You pick one or pick half of one. But remember, I told you, let's be patient. Let's wait for energies to set up and look at crude oil. It finally is below that level. See, it broke that level. I prefer to see price action come down here, but those two stocks I'm bearish on right now. SWSK, A-line short right here. We finally are starting to get more stocks to the downside. WFRD. Yes, Angie. Yes. WFRD, Boeing. um, AMN, AMN, BG, BIIB. Yeah, you don't tell Matt you're shorting oil. He hates shorting oil. He's going to start talking about Warren Buffett's price level for Oxy and how I can't. Everybody's got something, Civi. But don't you guys want to hear our true opinions, or do you guys want us to always agree on everything and sound like a broken record? Don't you guys want to hear our like true opinions, what he thinks, what I think? I mean, we don't always agree. We're people too. 5:15 in the room. Yay. Dr. Serena, look at that. 5:15. We're breaking records. CELH and PBF. P P B P B F. There we go. All right. Now let's talk about the long side. CB, A-line stock. No group think aloud. There you go. There you go, Scampy. I'll just keep being me. Be careful with this one. I wanted to trade above 292. Not here. Definitely not here. Because see, this is real time. I wanted to trade right here, 293. So unless it trades to 293, no soup. MCD, I still like McDonald's. I like BK. Well, there you go, Dr. Serena. Like the stock. I do like the stock. That would be now. Remember, I was saying how I would really like to see an uptick in blue chip stocks. Let me be more specific. What I would really like to see is financial stocks, XLF, start rallying because you can't have a sustainable rally in the broad market without financials contributing. Just like you can't have a rally in tech stocks without chips contributing. So you want to keep your eye on the Dow Jones today, and you want to start. You want to look at your favorite bank stocks. You want to look at ticker XLF. XLF is very important because, as I said, we have tomorrow very important employment data, and that employment data is it could impact blue chips and could take the regular chips down with the blue chips. Yeah, there you go. Kroger, still like Kroger. GEHC. Notice I haven't had one tech stock on my list yet. GE. I still like this stuff. PEG. I like this stock. AEM, gold stock. Remember we were talking about gold? I said I have one gold stock for you today. Be careful, please. Don't go taking full positions. I'm a little nervous that gold is going to cool off. It's doing good right now, but I prefer you buy this around right when it touches this A line, the 83.50 level. But again, I promised that I would give you one, and I'm giving you one. Yeah, look at all the bank stocks, the big ones, Motown guy. DLR is breaking out. This is a REIT that stores tech equipment for big companies. So the more tech heats up, the more this stock will heat up because there's more demand for technology. It's like a server farm. You guys have heard of server farms? This is a server farm. So this is really good for technology. DLR. IRM. Beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. Spotify, my first technology stock. Spotify. I gave Caterpillar in the pit as a bonus trade, Moondog, several days ago, and we've been long Caterpillar or telling people to be long Caterpillar. But yeah, it looks beautiful. Caterpillar is a beautiful long right now. Beautiful long right now. Thank you for that, Moondog. That was the last stock on my list today. You beat me to it, but I might as well get to it now. USFD. My dogs are going crazy again. Somebody must be golfing. Look at this nice breakout right here. Um, and COHR. Yep. Okay. So we have our marching orders. We're going to be very, very careful. We're going to let chip stocks go to 265. We're going to be in tech stocks or these type of stocks that are related. We're going to keep our eye on the Dow and financials, especially as we head into tomorrow's report. Okay. Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be there today. I believe I will be there today. I know I'll be there today. I just don't know the exact time I will be there today, but I will be there today for half an hour talking to you guys about the system that's coming out tomorrow, the win both ways trade. So I will be there today for for about half an hour. I will see you all later. If you have any questions, Roger at rogerscott.com. Please visit me in my VIP room today at 11 a.m., where I'll give you an update on all the FANG stocks, and we'll do a positioning of where all the FANG stocks, and I'll update you of what I'm seeing 3 hours from now. I hope everybody has a good day. Again, I hope I'm able to help everybody. And one of all of these, let's figure out which one and only I will buy. All right, Scampy. That's what the pit is for, and that's what my private programs are for. Love you all. Thank you all so much. I will see you later. Have a great day. And if I'm helping you guys, send me a nice email and I'll post it in the Telegram channel. Bye. Have a nice day, everybody. Stay out of trouble and watch that